This video will introduce you to Google Drive and Google Docs. All the links that are included in this video are also listed on the document called Links for Session 1 Google Docs in Google Classroom. So if you need to review any of the links, they are available there. Enjoy! Google Docs is an excellent way to collaborate, collect, and share information in a secure online environment. In your Google Apps for Education suite, you have access to Google Docs for word processing, Google Sheets for creating spreadsheets, so if you are an Excel person, Sheets is for you, and Google Slides, which is like PowerPoint and used to be called Google Presentations. We will be covering those three apps in this introductory course. There is also Google Forms, which we will touch on, and Google Drawings, which will not be covered in this course. Let's take a look at what Google Docs can do for you.
Home is where we keep the things we need. Whether it's a lawnmower or a coffee pot, it has a home in our lives. Of course, our documents are no different. For years, they lived on our computers. Each person has their own computer-based home for documents. When we need to share a document, we usually attach it to an email and send it to a friend's or coworker's computer home. Here's the problem. When you attach a document to an email, copies are created. Consider this. If you send an email attachment to 3 people, the same document will exist in 4 different places. That's a problem. There's a better way, and it means saying goodbye to messy email attachments. This new kind of home isn't on your computer, it's on the internet. And that makes sharing and collaborating on documents much easier and gives you full control over who can see and access your documents. Here's the basic idea. Instead of attaching a document to an email, let's switch it around and look at how we can attach an email address to a document. Meet Sam. Sam is the editor of a neighborhood newsletter called the Oak Tree View. She works with local writers who would like to publish articles in the newsletter. Sam loves her job, but often feels frustrated when time is wasted managing all the articles. It's a familiar problem. Each month, writers send her draft articles as email attachments. She reviews them and sends them back with comments. One article might create 6 different versions of the same file, not to mention countless emails. Sam often feels buried by all the email attachments. She finds it hard to keep track of all the versions being sent to her from the writers. As the deadline looms, frustration rises. Something has to give. Sam decides to try something new. Google Docs. Here's what happens. First, she visits the Google Docs page and creates a free Google account. She logs in, and because some articles were already written, she uploads the current drafts right from her computer. With a snap, Google Docs turns the offline articles into online versions. Now, all she needs to do is invite the writers to collaborate on the documents. Here's how. She clicks Share, inserts email addresses, and clicks Invite Collaborators. Google Docs sends the writers an email with a secure link directly to her document. One click, and they can edit and save the document online. This means that when Julie edits the document, Sam sees the changes immediately. Since there's only one document, there's never confusion about updates or versions. It's all saved, along with the past versions, on the website. For the first time, the articles all have a home, a single place for organizing and editing that is accessible from any computer with internet access. Problem solved. What's really cool is that this problem isn't just solved for documents, but also spreadsheets and presentations. All 3 can now have a secure home on the web that works exactly like Sam's documents. Sam is relieved. Without having to deal with attachments, multiple versions, and all that clutter, she can be an editor instead of a document master. And for the next newsletter, not a single email attachment is sent, and Sam beats the deadline by a week. Sharing documents made simple, and all for free. Google Docs rocks.
There are a number of possibilities when you want to word process using Google Docs. You have the ability to create a new document. You can even upload existing Word documents that you've already used and either leave them as Word documents or convert them. Or you can use templates that have been created in Google Docs. So there's many possibilities. Let's take a look at the screencast for formatting a Google Word processing document. Now you have a new document. In order to change the name of your document, it is by default called Untitled Document. Simply click an Untitled Document and change the name. So I'm just going to call this Practice Doc. Basically, Google Docs works like any other word processor you've used. Yes, you don't have as many options as you did in Word, but you have all the things that you need. So you can start typing just like you would type in any other document. For your formatting, you simply have the different tools on the toolbar. And just like in other word processing and documents, you need to tell the computer what you want to change. So if I want to change my words practice document, I will highlight them and then I can go to the toolbar and make my choices. Here are your choices for font. I can click on the arrow and pick what font I would like. Here is the size of the writing. Simply click on the menu arrow and pick the size. Then you have bold, B for bold, I for italics, U for underline, and the letter A is where you can change your text color or the highlight color. So I click on text and it changes my text color. And what the highlight color does, if you're not familiar, is it will highlight the background color of the text. So if I want to make it yellow, I click on yellow. And notice my background is yellow. This is for links, which we will get to later. Important are your alignment. So we have left alignment, center, right, and justify, which I'm never quite sure what that is. Right over here is how you can change your line spacing. Here you have your number and bulleted lists. So if I wanted a numbered list, I could click it and it would start numbering. I'll tell you, Google Docs can be a little bit of pain when you're talking about numbering and bulleting. So see how as I'm hitting enter and I'm in the numbered list, it's giving me another number. If I wanted this to be like a 1A, I always use my indention feature. And you can see it's going to change it. So if I use indent out, it changes it back to the 2. So if you ever find you are trying to use the numbered list or the bulleted list and you're having problems with it giving you the right numbers, I'm a fan of using indent, decrease indent, or increase indent to kind of manually set it up. Here's my bulleted list, and I can click and pick bullets, different kinds of bullets. So those are some of the basics that you are familiar with when formatting your document in terms of text. The next thing we're going to go over is inserting an image into a Google Doc, because we all know images make things a lot more interesting. As with most programs, there's more than one way to insert an image, but the easiest thing is up here on the Insert menu. Click on Insert and you have Image. There are a number of choices you have. You can upload the image from a computer if you have the file there. You can search the web for an image. You can access images you've saved in Google Drive. If you have images in Google Photo, you can take them from there. You can add a link by the URL if you know the web address, or you can even access your camera and take a picture from the camera if your computer is equipped with a camera. The one we're going to go over right now, and the one that is used most commonly with students, is Search the Web. If you click on Search the Web, it will open up a Google image search right here on the right-hand side. Simply type in what you're looking for an image for and hit enter. It comes with a number of images right in the window down the side. And I can find an image that I want of Cleveland and click on it. When you see there's a check mark there, you can see that's the image that's going to be inserted. Simply click on the word Insert and the image will appear in your document. A couple of things working with images if you're not familiar. If you'd like to make the image smaller, you can click on the image and see how you have the squares in the corners. you have a couple options for changing the size. I prefer to take from the corners and change the width and the length at the same time. When you see the two arrows, if you click, you, you can drag in the width and the length at the same time to keep your proportion, which makes it easier. Also, at the top of your image, there is a little circle. This will allow you to rotate your image just for fun if you so desire. Now you might be wondering, why is that yellow background still on there? Well, notice it's picking up the same formatting from my previous text. So it actually looks kind of cool and I can keep that, but if I didn't want it, I could highlight the section and go back to the text color and make the highlight none. And now I will have no highlighting. So that's the way you can insert an image from the web. If you want to insert images from other things, upload your computer, you can click on upload for the computer, and then you have to navigate on your computer where the picture is saved. So I can click on this and open it up, and here is the logo from the school that I work at. If you have a picture that you've uploaded or inserted and you don't want it anymore, simply click on the image and hit backspace or delete, and the picture will go away. Another way of inserting an image is from Google Drive. So if you have any pictures uploaded to Google Drive, simply click on Drive and it will show you. Now, I don't have anything in here right now that you can see that are recent. If I go into my Drive, I am logged into my East Cleveland account, so there really aren't any pictures there. But if you have pictures uploaded into your Google Drive, you can simply click on My Drive and find the folder where they are and insert them the same way you inserted pictures from the internet. If you are interested in using these other features, give them a try or shoot me an email.